Hello and welcome to another video. As always, I hope you're doing absolutely wonderful today. Today we are here at the beautiful Ritz Carlton in Nusa Dua Bali, where I'm going to take another cooking class. Hope that you very much enjoy this. We're going to do Indonesian and Balinese food today. And while this video isn't going to cover all of the process on this, it will provide for you a little bit of a preview of some of the dishes that I will probably do in the future. So some of you may have seen my cooking class that I did in Ubud, Bali. This cooking class was a bit different in that it focused very much on the sorts of techniques that you might use in your own kitchen, even if you don't have equipment like an ulek. So here we're not using the traditional equipment, but we are going to be doing things much more like you would in your own kitchen. So here we're making the paste for the soto pesmal, which is a seafood soup, kind of similar to a soto surabaya in general. And so we're going to cut these up in coarsely and put them in a blender, so we don't have to use like an ulek in this particular case. And here you can see the instructor, Chef Made, who is one of the chefs at the Ritz Carlton here in Bali. And it's basically his instruction which covered most of the dishes up through dessert. Thank you very much for the wonderful instruction, Chef Made. After blending, the paste is then cooked so that the flavors blend together very nicely, and then part of it will be added to the chicken broth that we're using to make the soup. Some more will be set aside and we'll use it for the chicken and sambal mata salad later.
You can stop.
shred it and mix it with a wonderful sambal mata that will just kind of bring out the essence of Balinese cooking.
So rub both sides and do the double side. You just
So for the curry paste, one of the interesting parts here is that we're actually going to cook it here, saute it in the pan with coconut oil before we go ahead and put it in the blender. Once we'll put it in the blender, it will come back eventually into the pan with coconut milk and some other things, and we'll curry this beef. Mari explains to me here that he is using an Indian technique, which is to add a lot of these spices to the oil at the very beginning of the process. So here we have the cardamom, star anise, and cloves. So into this then we add the curry paste, coconut milk, water, a little bit of palm sugar, and this will make the sauce then in which we stew the beef and potatoes until they become very, very nicely curried. If you continue to cook this down, it will eventually become a rendang, but we're not going to do that today. We'll be stopping well short of that.
You make it on fish? Yeah.
So back to the soto here, we are going to go ahead and strain the broth now that everything's been cooking together for a while, and into this chicken broth we will eventually add the seafood.
This is nice creamy soup.
Yes, I have everything from dinner plates to,
Yes. Well done.
Now it's time to pan broil the chicken. So now this chicken, which has been now marinating for a bit, is going to be pan broiled on both sides, and just a little bit of oil. Better to use coconut oil, but I think here we're using just a general vegetable oil. And we're going to go ahead and turn it over a couple times, cook it until it's nicely done all the way through but not dry, and then we'll shred it and pair it with the sambal mata. So here we're going to make the sambal mata. We will very finely slice these shallots along with lemongrass, lime leaf, and perhaps some other ingredients, and just make this delicious sambal to pair with the chicken and the salad. before the seafood can be added to the soup, we need to cook it slightly. So here it is being sauteed in just a little bit of oil, and this will saute for just a couple minutes max, and then it will go into the broth for again another couple minutes. Now it's time to do dessert. We are joined with Chef Saddam, and we will make these pandan crepes stuffed with coconut and palm sugar. In this case, we'll be adding just a little bit of jackfruit too, for an extra touch. All in all, in this particular cooking class, I learned quite a lot about Indonesian and Balinese cooking. And in particular, when in combination with the cooking class I took in Ubud, where the techniques were significantly different. Understanding the differences in techniques that different chefs provide has helped me develop a deeper understanding of these particular cuisines. So I want to thank everybody involved in the production of this video and this cooking class. And again, thanks. All these cooking classes I've taken this year have been well worth it. And I'm feeling great about it. Thank you so much.